So now here you are, you're studying your coaching, you're studying your coaching business. It's a business, right? It's a career, it's a business. You're an entrepreneur, right? Where do you start? Where did you start?
Yeah, I think I started with that question. Maybe I didn't phrase it that way, but I like phrasing it that way now. I started with an examination, like some meditation in a way, like to think like, what could I do that I would do? And I can think very vividly back to when I lost that job. I was in the cold, literally, like didn't have any prospects. No, it was Christmas time. There was nothing really to action. And so I had a couple weeks to kind of think like, what am I going to do next? And how am I going to, you think about making ends meet, but then you think about sustaining, what you're doing, because you could do a lot of things. You could work at Starbucks. You could drive an Uber, you could do whatever. Right. But are you going to be able to sustain that, right, without becoming resentful or whatever? So,
Yeah.
so that was the first thing. Yeah, that was the first thing. Was taking a minute and thinking about what would I do, and then, like your sister, kind of playing out that in some way. I'm not a spreadsheet guy. I probably should practice being a spreadsheet guy, because I do find it therapeutic to have lists and get organized. So I think if I were to tell my past self anything, it would be to go about it kind of the way that you described, in some type of systematic way, maybe journaling. I definitely did some journaling. So I went through a process of examination and then planning. My process was messy, but it got me going. I'm very big on like kind of leap and then look. And so I kind of had that perspective, and I still do. And that was my process. And so I think, like, the broad strokes are like, take a minute and, like, really sit with what might make sense for you. And then role play that a little bit. And like, how would you feel if you were doing that thing? And I think a lot of this is intuitive, it's not like I'm trying to give any sage advice, but that's what I did.
Yeah. I think you and I are a little bit similar in that sense, that I also just take action, and then I sit back and I realize, and I think about it in a way that, like, how was that helpful? Does it help me to get to the next thing? What's next? That's how I, even this project that I'm trying to do right now, I will be the first one to tell you, hands on heart, that I'm shitless scared. I have no idea where this is gonna, I don't know. And I'm trying to encourage people to say, hey, follow your passion project. I don't have all the answers. I just know that this is something that I feel that it's going to help me. It's going to help a lot of other people. It's going to bring a lot of people that I know are doing things to the forefront for others to see and to learn and to educate themselves. And it's going to be like a community of people. I see that in my mind. I just don't know how it's going to play on a day-to-day basis. So in some ways, what I do is just like yourself, is I sat there and I was like, you know what? Who do I message first? And I just messaged them, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. What do you think? Would you like to come on? And then some people have been like, cool, yeah, I would love to do this. I would love to be and sit down and talk to you about this stuff. And then other people have said, nah, I'm actually quite a private person. I think, I'm happy you're doing the thing that you're doing, but I'm actually okay just being me and doing me. And I have to learn to kind of take that and be like, you know what? That's perfectly fine. People will make different decisions. So I'm definitely like that. I'm definitely like you.